for the visiting San Antonio Spurs. At center, Jeremy Sohi. At power forward, Harrison Barnes. At point guard, Chris Paul. At the other forward, Devin Vassell. At the other guard, Stefan Castle. The head coach of the visiting team is Greg Popovich.
Warriors fans, it is go time. Let's get hyped and make some noise for your Golden State Warriors. At small forward, 6'5", number 4, Moses Moody. Starting at shooting guard, 6'4", number 2, Brandon Paczynski. Starting at center, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. The other forward, 6'7", number 10, Jimmy Butler. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for Harrison Barnes.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Kessel. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. And it's Sohan in at the 5 down low for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Paczynski. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Castle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
For San Antonio, Castle, 2 shots.
That's good from Castle. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And once again, storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. He gets it in there.
Strong recognition in the open court. Paul understands how to take advantage of fast break opportunities.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. There's a screen. Paul outside. There's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Paul's got 5 now.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Curry against Paul. Pass to Butler. Now Pajemski. Offline with his 3. Now here's Barnes. Not a lot of room. And Curry pulls it down. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Yeah, guys, I watched the film of that one, and they had great activity defensively. They need that again tonight.
What's up? First team foul. At the line for 1, Jimmy Butler.
Free throw, good Butler. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Sohan with the ball. Butler covering. Barnes can't get it to go. Warriors are gone. 2 or 3 here to start off the game. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And he hits it to tie the game up. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's now take a look at some league leaders with the rundown of the best passing big men in the NBA over the past month. Jimmy Butler, 4th.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Well, that's really what the new age big man has turned into. They're not just bruisers anymore.
Butler with the steal. Pajemski finds Green. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. San Antonio's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Barnes gets double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Here's Vassell. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Now here's Curry. Here's Butler. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Moody with it. Chris Paul covering. Pass to Green. Butler with the ball. Green breaking loose, and it's Butler missing.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And the basket by Castle.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
All against Curry. Pass to Butler. San Antonio with the rebound. Inside. Here's Castle. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Butler feeling out of it. Back to Curry for the 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors youth team.
And the Spurs making a change here. Amu Kelishvili is checked in. Paul against Curry. Paul outside. Pass to Castle. 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
That free throw good from Butler. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Now, here's Vassell. Still scoreless. No good on the shot. The Warriors lead it. It's Curry outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Paul passes to Mamu Kelishvili. Johnson left side. Here's Vassell. No good, unable to end this run. Warriors leading by 5. Outside Curry. Green in the post. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And the first one at the line is good.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And both free throws good for Green. Spurs trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Vassell, defended by Moody.
You gotta love the way Vassell went right at the defense and finished through contact.
Outside Butler. Pass to Green. Paul with the steal. Vassell kicks to Johnson. Shot from 12. Vassell, no good. Warriors leading by 5. Outside Curry. The layup missed. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Johnson outside. Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 5. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Second team foul.
The Spurs shoot their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Brandon Bajemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. That's good from Castle. The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Hield right side and taken away by Paul. To the paint. Johnson dishes to Paul. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Castle. Over Moody. San Antonio again missing. To the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, the defense is really struggling to contain Butler. He keeps finding ways to beat them.
There's a good screen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And some changes here for the Warriors. Reese Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Moody. And San Antonio with the change here too. Champagne's checked in. That's good from Castle. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Butler passes to Hield. Butler sets a screen for Hield. Payton outside. It's picked off. Johnson surveying the floor. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Butler on the wing. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Paul passes to Mamu Kalashvili. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Hield. The rebound by Johnson.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hield with it. Still without a basket. Here's Butler. Johnson with the block.
Strong defense from Johnson. Love seeing him use that athleticism to come up with blocks.
Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Champagny. Johnson outside. From 12 feet out. And the shot is long. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Hield. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. Castle misses. Warriors leading by 3. Down low, here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
1:15 left here in the opening quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Castle. That one's not going to go. Good D by Peyton.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
That one's in, his first shot this game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Spurs trail by 7. Paul outside. Pass to Castle. They double him with Butler. Johnson outside. 4 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Kuminga the pass to Peyton. Outside Butler. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Hield against Paul. To the inside. To end the drought. That one doesn't go.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for them. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Peyton in at the 3 side. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to Los Angeles. Hield outside. There's the triple. San Antonio with the rebound. Mamukelashvili has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Wesley. Johnson outside. That shot off. Good D by Hield.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
To the wing on the left. Kuminga with a wide open look. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Champagny. Barnes outside. Fires the three. The rebound by Payton. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, the lack of effort they showed on the glass is just unacceptable. And I'm sure the coaching staff will let them know about it.
So it's the Spurs now after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Here's Champagny, covered by Hield. Champagny passes to Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors leading by 9. Hield with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Payton, and the shot goes in. Payton's got his second basket of the game. Spurs have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for the Spurs. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Champagny, covered by Hield. Here's Champagny, scoreless thus far. The three from Johnson, and Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tries to keep it alive. And they'll get another chance. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, every team wants fast break points. Johnson getting those.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Count it. Hield's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Curry. And McLaughlin gets it to go. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Outside Curry. Payton from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Here's Curry after the made shot from Keldon Johnson. Here's Looney. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Johnson with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 9 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hield the pass to Payton. Now, here's Looney. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Curry! What else is new?
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
McLaughlin, the pass to Champagny. From downtown, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
I love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Heel. Green with a screen on Vassell. Here's Podziemski. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Devin Vassell. The Warriors have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Castle. And it's San Antonio with another.
Oh, and a terrific pass. Takes so much pride in his ability to make his teammates better.
Now Podziemski. He had 22 points in the win against Phoenix. Pass to Butler. All alone. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, this is a great play for Butler. He gets all set up and then just calls for the ball.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Castle. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
2 points. That one goes.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Podziemski. Inside, here's Paul. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Warriors leading by 6. And here is Curry. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. A floater. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Paul passes to Mamu Kelishvili. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Pass to Podziemski. Pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by Paul. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Castle. He's defended by Podziemski. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing. And he's checked in for the Warriors. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Barnes is checked in. And he's good on the second. Warriors leading by 5. Green with the screen on Paul. Here's Podziemski. And he dunks it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Barnes, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting for San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Barnes. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen. The best three-point shooter, or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Now, here's Butler. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scorers. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That was big because they dug a big hole for the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Free throw, good. Paul.
And Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Here's Spencer. He had 10 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Some nice passing by Golden State. And the slam by Moody.
Going to the rack with energy in the D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Warriors leading by 4. Now, here's Moody. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Spencer. Moody with it. Golden State needs to get off a shot. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
Here's Sohan. Here's Castle. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
First personal foul, second team foul.
The Warriors have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Hield.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Both from the stripe. And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. Barnes outside. Back to Paul. Pass to Sohan. Off the run, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you can't be undisciplined guarding Sohan, because he sometimes baits you into fouling.
The Spurs have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. That free throw, no good.
Yeah, with how physical a game Sohan plays, you'd expect him to be at the stripe more.
Good on the second free throw. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Hield against Paul. Hield outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Butler. Over Barnes. It's Butler that time on the assist by Hield. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. We're trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for Golden State.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Well, looking at the Warriors, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Warriors leading by 10. On the court for San Antonio. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Kessel. And it's Sohan in at the center, filling out the middle.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Pass to Green. Right side Curry. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Curry's got 18 points.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Ball against Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Butler is screen on Paul. Curry kicks to Butler. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Barnes outside. And the shot goes down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to Green. Now Curry. Defended by Paul. Curry can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 12. And it's Paul penetrating. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Vassell's got 5 points so far.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Pass to Moody. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Moody's got his second basket of the night.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's time for next man. If you see yourself on the big screen.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Buddy Hield.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's Sohan, headed by Green. They get a hand on it. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
And continuing to add to his offense over time. Butler excels at breaking down the defense.
Paul passes to Sohan. And here is Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Cracks Gets in the tray. He's got 8.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Now Curry. 18 points for him. Down low. Curry gets it to go inside.
From Jimmy Butler.
Here's Paul. And he drives in. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Paul's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Butler. Vassell grabs the board. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 11-point game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is investing heavily in Africa. Spurs coach Greg Popovich said, every year it seems there are more and more African players in the league. It's become a very important part of the scouting world and the development in worldwide basketball. Kevin, the Basketball Without Borders program and NBA Africa are bearing fruit.
It's been successful, that's for sure. Pass to Castle. Ball against Curry. Now, Sohan. Clock at 6. Here's Vassell. Tries again. Gets it down to single digits.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
Here's Podziemski. Back to Curry. Basket good. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Ball finds Sohan. Plays it up and banks it in.
Such a unique player. Jeremy Sohan can score anywhere on the floor. He does great things for his team.
Here's Podziemski. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. A shot by Curry, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside, Green. Pass to Podziemski. Some nice passing by Golden State. Spins. Here's Butler. Back to Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Here's Castle. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside Butler. And here is Moody. He's got 5.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Now, here's Moody. Back to Curry. Takes a 3. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry brings the double. Back to Barnes. Pass to Vassell. Barnes outside. Now here's Vassell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The driving Jimmy Butler. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Butler's got 32 points in the game.
And Jimmy Butler is very comfortable operating in that mid-range area.
Butler against Barnes. Ball passes to Vassell. Barnes outside to the paint. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Butler. Now here's Curry. 22 points for him over Paul. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Castle. Sohan with the ball. Curry meets him. Sohan inside, guarded by Curry. Goes up on the wing. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Barnes.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. Peyton, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. Johnson dishes to Paul for the lead. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
San Antonio's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the 3rd quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. They get it back. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Good on the triple. Mamu Kelishvili has got 5.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. To the middle. Here's Butler. San Antonio with the rebound. Paul outside. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And here is Johnson, defended by Kuminga. Paul left side. 3-pointer. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Pass to Hield, beyond the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Mamu Kelishvili, covered by Peyton. Paul passes to Bassi. Here's Champagny. Here's Paul. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Butler. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Spurs out in front, up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Peyton is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson-Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Inside, here's Bassi. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Assisted by.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. Kuminga down low. Curry with a wide open look. And it's all evened up. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And San Antonio shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Duke the pass to Bassi. Driving inside. It's rebounded by Kuminga. On offense, here are the Warriors. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Here's Duke. Pass to Kelishvili. Johnson outside. To the inside. 5 on the clock. It's taken away by Payton. Jumps up. And he slams it down right on top of Keldon Johnson.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Duke. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Spurs passing it around. Bassi, the pass to Champagnie. Carries it from three-point range. Duke's got himself on the board with 3 there. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Outside Curry. Rebounded by the Spurs. Kelishvili has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Champagnie. Johnson in the corner. Here's Duke, guarded by Curry. Here's Kelishvili. Here's Bassi. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Curry with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Bassi. Champagnie passes to Duke. Unloads. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson Davis. Down low. Here's Payton. A shot off that time. Excellent D there by Johnson. Here's Bassi. Poked loose. To the paint. And then Hield with the dunk.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Here's Duke, guarded by Curry. Puts it up from 12. Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the pick. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
You know, some guys who rely on their strength aren't great shooters. Johnson, though, is in a different category.
That's to Curry. Back to Hield. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Duke, guarded by Curry. Here's Duke. Here's Bassi. Four on the shot clock. Here's Champagnie. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Payton. Drains it from beyond the arc. Payton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Here's Duke, guarded by Curry. Duke the pass to Bassi. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Pass to Bassi. Takes a shot at the elbow. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got his 4th rebound in this one. Payton outside. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Jonathan Kuminga. Warriors leading by 4. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
And get ready to move. And welcome out your Warriors Thanks team.
And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Payton. And it's Moses Moody in for Buddy Hield. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Paul. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And the basket by Vassell.
He was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Podziemski with it. Outside Curry. Back to Podziemski. Outside Curry. With the shot. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. And that's now 30 points for Stephen Curry.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Got that one up quick.
And in the mid-range, Paul, so dangerous. He has a lot of angles he likes in that area.
Pass to Podziemski. Moody with it. Covered by Vassell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And that one misses. It's the second from the line.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Podziemski. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Back to Sohan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, that's where Sohan flourishes. He likes to take his work inside.
Now, here's Curry. Podziemski on the wing. Now Curry. Over Paul. Curry with the bucket. Curry's got 32 points.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the 4th.
Paul passes to Sohan. Here's Vassell. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Outside Butler. And here is Moody. Now here's Curry. Here's Podziemski. They get it again. Outside Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Back to Moody. To the inside. Another shot. And it's Golden State with another.
Well, no one wanted to take that more than Butler. He's got the heart of the champion.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Here's Barnes. Inside. Here's Sohan. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Butler finds Curry. Green with the screen on Paul. And a deep three from Curry. From beyond the arc and then some. And now a 7-point Warrior lead. Here's Castle. He's defended by Podziemski. They need this. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Moody.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here is Butler. Another three for Golden State.
Shot IQ has always been a strength for Butler. He's not one to force up a bad shot.
Back to Sohan. Here's Castle. He's defended by Podziemski. Drives to the... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now here's Curry. Oh, nothing phases Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Castle. Takes it off the glass. Castle's got 11 in the second half.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play.
Second team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes. At the line for 1.
And the free throw, no good. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 39.
And it's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things can happen.
Here's Castle. Draymond Green with the rebound. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Pass to Moody. Curry against Paul. Curry, good. 41 points for Stephen Curry.
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Castle. Ball finds Sohan. Spurs working the ball around now. A three from Barnes. He's off on that one. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. When we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Stephen Curry.